In this video, we are going to learn how to create a fundraising website using WordPress. We will use the GiveWP plugin for crowdfunding features. Plus, we will utilize the Cadence theme for the site design. As a prerequisite, you will need a fresh WordPress site. You can get your brand new WordPress site from a hosting provider like Liquid Web. You can get it from the link in this video's description. We already have our fresh WordPress site up and running. Now, let's start the tutorial. As you can see, we have logged into our WordPress website. Now we're going to go to the admin dashboard. So we're going to hover our mouse over here and click on dashboard. Now this is your WordPress admin dashboard. The first thing that we are going to do is install a theme. And to install a theme, we are first going to go to Appearance and click on Themes. And then we are going to click on Add Theme. From here, we are going to install this theme, Cadence. If you cannot find it, you can search for Cadence over here. So simply click on the Install button and wait for the theme to install. Once it's installed, we're going to click on Activate. Of course, you can use your own theme, but we're using Cadence as this gives us a lot of starter sites and has a lot of features. As soon as you install and activate the theme, you're going to see this notification. Get started with an AI-powered website. Install AI starter templates. So we're going to click on this button, and this will install the plugin. Once it's activated, it's going to give you the option to get started with an AI starter template. If you guys want to learn how you can create a website using the Cadence AI starter templates, we already have a tutorial on that topic. You can find it in the video description. But for this video, we are not going to use the AI starter template. We're just going to use the classic starter template. And the theme that we are going to be using is called Children Museum. We're going to search over here. As you can see, there are a lot of themes. It might be difficult for us to locate it like this, so we are going to search for it over here. And here it is. This is the theme. So we're going to click on it. And Cadence actually gives you a lot of option to customize this theme. We can choose a different color for this theme. We can choose our own fonts. But we are going to go ahead with the default ones. So we're going to click on the next button. And then you will have the option to either import the full site or only import the selected pages. So we want to import the full site. So we'll have this selected and click on the next button. And this needs the Cadence blocks, the events calendar, and the event tickets plugin. So Cadence will install these plugins for you. So once you finalize this, you can click on this finish and launch button. It also gives us the chance to install the GiveWP plugin, which we will be using to build our site, but we're going to install it later on. So we're going to click on finish and launch, and we can click on start import. And the import is complete. Now we can click on this button to see our site, or click over here to visit our pages. We're going to click over here, see my site, so we can check if everything is okay. Alright, so here's our site. We can see the menus over here, the buttons, everything is looking nice. Alright, so our starter site imported successfully. So now that we have a site, we also need a plugin to create the fundraising campaigns for us. For this, we are going to use the GiveWP plugin. So let's get back to our dashboard and let's install GiveWP. To install the plugin, we are going to hover a mouse over plugins and click on Add Plugin option over here. From here, we are going to search for GiveWP. And over here, you can see the GiveWP plugin is here. It's by GiveWP. It has over 100,000 active installations, and it's also compatible with our current version of WordPress, so it's safe to install and use on our site. So we're going to click on this Install Now button and wait for the plugin to install. Alright, the plugin has been installed. Now let's click on the Activate button, and it's activated. Now this welcomes you to the plugin through a setup wizard. You can click on Dismiss Setup Wizard and configure the plugin yourself, or you can go through the setup wizard. Now, for an advanced user, you can dismiss it, but we want to make this as easy as possible, so we are going to go through the setup wizard. I'm going to click on Start Setup, and you can see that it has 5 steps: the cause, location, features, preview, and add-ons. So the first is the cause. It's going to give you some options. If you're fundraising as an individual, you can select this. If you're fundraising within an organization, you can select this. But there can be other reasons or other causes. You can select others if you want. So I want to choose the fundraising as an individual. And then you can also select who are you fundraising for. You can choose advocacy, education, environmental, health, politics, religious, or others. Okay, so I'm going to choose education as this goes with our theme. So we're going to select education. The next option is help us enhance your product experience. If you enable this, it will share your anonymous data with GiveWP. This will help improve the plugin, but we're going to keep it disabled because this is a test project. So we're going to have it disabled. We're going to click on continue button. Now it's going to tell us to select our location. We can choose country, we can choose state, and currency. So let's go ahead and fill these up, and then we can click on continue. Next one is the features. What do you need in your first donation form? So we can set up donation goal. We can add donation comments, which will allow donors to add comments to their donation. We can add terms and conditions. We can also accept offline donations where donors can donate to you via mail or in person. And there's the anonymous donation where donors can donate anonymously, and the company donations where donors can donate through company. So we want the donation goal, the donation comments, and we don't have any terms and conditions for this campaign, so we're going to leave this unselected. But if you do have terms and conditions, you can go ahead and enable this. Okay. We can also enable the offline donation, the anonymous donation, and also donation through companies. So we're going to select all of these except the terms and conditions. So let's go ahead and click on continue. And finally, there's the preview. Congratulations. Check out your first donation form. So it already has created a donation form for us. And finally, the maximize your fundraising success. We don't want to subscribe to this right now. So we're going to deselect it and click on continue button. And finally, the add-ons. What else do you need? GiveWP provides you with lots of features. Here you can see you have the recurring donations, fee recovery, PDF receipts, custom form fields, currency switcher, and tributes. So you can select any of these if you want, but the issue with this is that we are using the free version of GiveWP, and the free version actually doesn't give you access to some of these features. So even though if we select it, we won't be able to use it if we don't have the paid version. So even if we select features such as recurring donation, free recovery, PDF receipts, custom form fields, currency switcher, tributes, and if we click on continue, it's going to drive us back to our WordPress admin dashboard. Here you can see there are steps. Step 1 is creating your first campaign, which is already completed. Step 2 is connecting to a payment gateway. And finally, step 3 is get more from your fundraising campaigns with add-ons. And as I said that we cannot get this as these are part of paid version of GiveWP. Now, using the free version of GiveWP, you can actually set up your fundraising site. It's possible to do that. Although you'll have limited features such as the payment gateways, you'll only have access to Stripe and PayPal. And for most of us, that might just be enough. But if you need advanced features such as access to more payment gateways and features such as recurring donations, fee recovery, PDF receipts, etc., you have to switch to a paid plan of GiveWP. For this video, we actually want to show you what you get with the pro version of GiveWP. So GiveWP has 3 paid plans, the basic, plus, and pro. The free version, as you can see, it gives you unlimited forms, it gives you access to Stripe and PayPal, donor management, insightful reporting, and so much more. But in case you need more from GiveWP, you can switch to the basic plan, which is $149 annually. You get everything in the free version, plus basic add-ons, all payment gateways, license for one site, and priority support. Now, you get license for one site with all these plans. In case you need more licenses, you can view the agency plan, which will give you access to more site licenses. And the next plan is the plus plan, which is labeled as best value. This is available for $349 per year. You get everything in the basic plus all premium add-ons. Plus, you get recurring donation add-on as well, and a 30-minute fundraising website audit, which is a $50 value product. Finally, the Pro plan, which is available for $499. You get everything in the Plus plan, plus you also get peer-to-peer fundraising add-on. And also you get VIP support. Now, what are these basic add-ons, premium add-ons? To know about these, we can simply scroll down. Over here, we can see what are these add-ons. In the basic plan, you get the PDF receipt, and you get free 48 hours technical support, GiveWP customer account, personal customer success onboarding, and also the priority 2 to 4 hour first response support. Also, you get core features such as WordPress donation form templates, donor database, fundraising reports, PayPal donations, and Stripe donations. You get the Zapier and Google Analytics add-on and marketing add-ons. You get these add-ons and fundraising tools. These are the tools that you get. And in the integration with other tools, you get these as well. Now, as you can see, the Plus plan gives you access to all these. The Pro plan also gives you access to all these. So you can actually check out what you are getting with all your plans from here. All right. As you can see, the peer-to-peer fundraising add-on is not available in the Plus plan. It's only available in the Pro plan. So you can pick the plan which is more suitable for you. If you're interested in getting a paid plan of GiveWP, you can check our video description for a link. To get the best out of GiveWP, we are going to get the paid version. All right, we got our GiveWP license, and now we are able to use any of the add-ons that we want. Now, after you purchase a plan, what you have to do is go to your My Accounts section, and from there, find your license key. Copy that license key and get back to your WordPress admin dashboard. Then from here, go to GiveWP and click on Settings. From here, find this License tab. And finally, paste in your license key over here and then click on Activate License button. Then your license will be activated. If you cannot find your My Accounts page, you can simply click on this My Account link over here and it's going to take you to your GiveWP My Account section. From there, you can get your license key and add it over here and activate license. Then if you want to use any add-ons, you can simply go to the My Download section. Just by clicking on this link, it will take you to your My Download section. From there, you can download any add-ons you want. Either you can drag and drop or click on select a file and then upload the file here, install it, activate it, and then you can use it. Again, if you refresh the page after adding in your license, you can see that the add-ons have been added over here. From here, you can download your add-on. After it's downloaded to your computer, you can upload it from here and activate it. You can see that we have an add-on already activated. It's the recurring donations. This is a very important feature of a fundraising website, so we downloaded it and activated it on our site. In case you want to deactivate any add-ons, what you'd simply do is go to your plugins section and then deactivate it from here. And those add-ons will just be labeled as installed but not activated. Okay, so that is how you can download and use any add-ons after getting the GiveWP paid license. Now, there are lots of add-ons that we can get, but we actually only want to use the recurring donation. Otherwise, this is going to become really complicated because we only want to set up a simple fundraising website. Let's go ahead and see our campaigns. Since we went through the setup wizard, we don't have to create the campaign manually. So we're going to click on this campaigns option over here, and you can see that our campaign has been set up. In order to create a new campaign, you can click on Create Campaign on this button. Here you have to simply add your campaign title, description, and you can also add a cover image, and then you can click on the Continue button. But we actually want to see the campaign that we have already created. Through the setup wizard, we're going to click on Edit, and here is the campaign. Here you can see that the goal has been set over here. There's also a goal progress bar. You can see the amounts raised, the number of donations, everything is over here. In the settings tab, you can customize the settings of your fundraising campaign. Here you can see it also says you can make changes to your campaign page, campaign details, campaign goal, and campaign theme. Publish your campaign when you're done with your changes. So here you can add the title of your campaign. This is what we actually saw when we clicked on the Create a Campaign button. Then we can also write what our campaign is all about. So let's go ahead and add some texts over here. All right, so we added some lorem ipsum texts. You can see that there's a character limit over here. You cannot cross 120 characters. And this will be displayed in your campaign block and campaign grid. And then you can also add a cover image for your campaign. So let's go ahead and select an image that we got from the starter template. All right, so we added an image. And then in the campaign goal, we can select what we want to display. We can display the amount raised, number of donations, or number of donors. So of course, we want to select the amount raised. Then we also can choose or set our goal. So let's set our goal to $10,000. And then we can also choose a theme for our campaign. We can click on the primary color will be blue and the secondary color will be green. If you want, you can edit this color yourself. You can choose a color from here or here. You can customize this as per your likings. All right. But for us, we want to keep it as it is. Now, from the settings tab, we can click on the forms. Over here, you can see the default campaign form. The default form will always appear at the top of this list. Your campaign page and blocks will collect donations through this form by default. You can change it at any time. Now, this is the form through which your donors will be able to donate to your cause. So first, we want to actually update this campaign to save all our changes. And to see how this form looks like, we can click on Edit. And here is the form. So previously GiveWP used the legacy builder to build the form, but now they're using a newer way to build the form, which is the visual form builder. So this is a much more simpler and effective way of building the form. We can see there are 3 tabs over here: Build, Design, and Settings. In the design section, you can see how the form looks like. You can change or customize the design from here. If we take a look at the build tab, here is how you can build your form using the visual form builder. Now, if you open this up for the first time, GiveWP is going to teach you or guide you through the process of form creation. Here you can see learn how to edit your form. Let's quickly explore the new visual donation form builder. This will take less than a minute. So if you click on get started, they're going to tell you everything about this form. So this is the canvas where you can add, reorder, or edit blocks and sections to create your form. Now, if we click on the next button, it's going to tell you the form sections. So this is the form section. So the form is broken down into sections which contains blocks or fields or content. This is the donation sections where your donors will be able to choose how much they want to donate to your cause. And at any time, you can also exit this tour. If you click over here, it's going to exit, but I'm just going through it so you can understand a lot easier. We're going to click on the next button and it's going to show you the sidebar toggles. Of course, clicking on this button actually expands this left sidebar. From here, you can grab elements and drop it to your canvas to build your form. All right, now we're going to click on the next button and finally it's going to tell you the thing that I just said. You can drag and drop these in your form to build up your form, and the fields that can only be inserted once will be grayed out, so you can't use it more than once. Okay, so we are going to click on the next button and finally there's the block settings. After you insert your sections, you will be able to customize this. Now, if you've worked with Gutenberg or Elementor, you know this is how the page builders normally work. You grab and drop elements, you select it, and then customize it from this right sidebar. So that's about it. We're going to click on Got It, and we can go through this guide again if we click over here. So we're going to click on OK, and now the form is already built. We don't actually have to do anything to build it, but what we want to do is make a few customizations so you can understand how you can work with this. So the first section, it allows the donors to choose what they want to donate. If you want to add any new field, you can simply click on this plus button and it's going to add a new field. So here you can see that $1,000, this is the new field, and this actually logically calculated what your next amount might be. We can customize it to, let's say, $750. Your new amount will be displayed over here. In this way, you can add as many buttons for donation as you want. So we are actually going to remove it. It's looking a bit weird. So we also want to remove some of these options as it's looking a bit more cluttered. So let's remove the 25 and let's remove the 250. And also let's remove the $50. So 10, we are going to make this into $50. And this is the amount, 50, 100, and 500. All right. Now you can also disable this multi-level donation type just by clicking over here. You can choose fixed. If you choose fixed, there will be a fixed amount that the donors have to make. All right. Having the multi-level is much more user-friendly, I believe. You can also add a custom amount. So now we can see that there's also an input field where the donors will be able to add how much they want to donate to the cause. All right. If we expand this custom amount and disable this, this will go away. So they won't be able to add any custom amount. But I think that this is a good idea to include this. We can also include the maximum or minimum amount they will be able to donate. So we're going to write $1,000 over here. That's the maximum amount a donor can make. But you can disable this. So leaving it empty means there's no maximum amount. They can donate as much as they want. So I think that is actually a good thing. So we're going to delete it. And this is basically what we had in the beginning. All right, so that's the donation section. Now you can add more stuff over here just by clicking on this plus button. And let's say you want to add paragraphs. So let's write paragraph over here. So we can add text such as this one, and reading this, people might understand that, okay, so from here they can choose how much they want to donate. All right. You can also customize these texts as well. And if you want to customize this text over here, donation amount, you can customize it from here. You can also enable the amount description over here. The description will be over here. You can add any texts right over here, but we're going to have it disabled. All right. So that's how you actually customize these things. And in the next section, you can see this is the text, and these are the donor name over here. So this was used over here, the email address, the company name, and make this donation anonymous. So we chose this feature when we were through the setup wizard. So if the users enable this, this won't be displayed publicly, and they can also make comments. In the next section, they can also look at the payment details, which is this one and this one. And you can customize these as many times as you want. You can add a new section such as this one. Here you can add in more details. So you can add your sections. Just to show you how this thing works, I'm just going to add a title and description. I just added some text over here. Now let's add in text fields. So donors will be able to write something over here. And this way you can drag and drop elements from the left-hand side and drop it over here and just build your form. Next, if we take a look at the design, here you can see finally how this looks like. And here you can change in the design if you want to show the header or not. So if we enable the header will be shown over here. You can customize this in any way you want. You can change this image. So let's actually delete it and use a new image. We want to upload an image. All right, so we added our own image over here. So you can add your own image. You can go through the buttons and stylings, but we're not going to go through that. We are just going to close this up and go through the settings. And here you can take a look at the general settings, such as the title of the form, the URL, the visibility of the form. You can add excerpt. You can also allow user registration and form grid. All right. So in the donation confirmation here, you can also see there's the header. Hey, let's say the first name is John. Thanks for your donation. Hey, John, thanks for your donation. Description. This is the second message that will be displayed. Your contribution means a lot and will be put to good use in making a difference. We have sent your donation receipt to the email address. All right, so you can customize these texts as well. You can also take a look at the template tags. What these means actually, the email means the email supplied by the donor during their donation. The first name is the first name supplied by the donor during their donation. So all these tags are mentioned over here. So you can use this on your email. All right, so you can use this on these text fields. And finally, the confirmation page redirect. If you enable this, they will be redirected to a separate page to view their donation confirmation rather than viewing it on the donation page. So if you want, you can enable it or disable it. It's up to you. After you're done, you can simply click on publish and publish. All right. Now you can view the form if you click over here, but we're going to take a look at it later on. So that is how basically you can customize your donation form. So to look at the forms, we can just simply click on edit and then click on forms. And from here, we can also add a campaign form. So if we click over here, you have to create the campaign form from beginning. But since we already created it, it's no longer necessary. But if you want, you can choose any template and you can get started with it and basically go through the entire process manually. It's possible to do, but we already have gone through the setup wizard and it created a donation form for us. And we also now know how to customize the settings, the design, everything to make this donation form completely our own. All right. So we don't need to go through this entire process again. So we're going to go back and you can see that it already created a new donation form for us. It's drafted, but we're going to delete it. All right, so now it's deleted. The next thing that we want to do is look at the settings. So if we go to the settings over here, you can see there are a lot of things such as general settings. And in the general settings, there's currency, access control, sequential ordering, beta features, payment gateways, default options, email, so many things. But you don't need to worry about this right now because as you keep using the plugin, you might want to change a few things. When it becomes necessary, you can access these settings and make changes if required. But what we want to do over here is take a look at the success page. These are already created for us. So the success page, it created a donation confirmation page for us and set the page over here. If you want to create your own success page, what you have to do is go to pages, click on add new page, create that success page and then link that success page through here. All right. So that goes same for the failed donation page, donor dashboard page. And if you want to change your base country or base state province, you can choose it from here. The important thing that we need to do over here is click on the payment gateways. This is where we actually receive our payments from. So in the free version of GiveWP, you get access to Stripe and PayPal. So to connect it, what you simply do is click on Stripe and click on this Connect with Stripe button. If you have a Stripe account, you can go through these steps and connect your WordPress fundraising website with your Stripe account. And what it does is a basic handshake and then connects your Stripe account with this website, and you will be able to accept donations through Stripe, right? Then you can go through other settings such as general settings. You can go through credit card information, Stripe checkout, SEPA, direct debit. So all these are selected by default. You do not actually have to manually do all these, but what you must do is connect your Stripe account with your WordPress website. That same goes for PayPal. So just simply click over here and click on this Connect with PayPal. You can see that they're pointing you to this direction. So once you connect your PayPal account with your website, you will be able to accept payment through PayPal as well. Now, if you want to take offline donations, you can write the offline donation instructions over here and finally click on Save Changes. The next tab which I want to visit is the Advanced. So if we click on Advanced here, you can see there are some advanced options such as the option-based form builder, which is disabled. As I told you that GiveWP is moving away from the option-based form builder, and the new visual form builder is being used as it's more modern. So it's best to use the visual form builder. As you can see, it's a lot easier. But if you prefer using the option-based form builder, you can click on Enabled. But this might actually bring out new issues or new problems. Here are a lot more options that you can take a look at. Again, in the security tab, we're going to ensure that the honeypot field is enabled. This is a security feature provided by GiveWP. Make sure that this is enabled. And again, in the emails tab here, when a donor makes donation or when a new user registers to your website, some emails will be sent. If you want, you can customize these emails or send test email to see if everything is working correctly. So once this is done, let's actually take a look at how our campaign looks from the front end. So we're going to click on campaign. Now, first we have to actually publish this page in order to see it. So if we click on edit and click on edit campaign page, this button over here, we will be able to see in the front end how this looks like. So this is currently the design of this page. What we want to do is simply add a picture over here. And if you want, you can also expand this section over here and add new blocks and customize this design yourself to make this page completely your own. But we actually are happy with the design, and we're going to click on this publish button. All right, the page has been published. Now, if we click on view page, we can see that it's looking great, but we need to add some space from above. So let's click on edit page. We're going to come over here and we're going to click over here. And from the page layout, we're going to choose the normal. And now let's click on save. Now let's view the page. You can see that it looks a lot better. So that is how you can customize your campaign page. Now, in order to change the designs, there are a lot of things that you can do, but we are not going to go through all of those right now because it's going to take a lot of time. If you want to learn how you can design pages using the WordPress page builder, we have a video tutorial on that topic. You can find it in the video description. In this video, we're just going to simply show you how you can change the logo or how you can view this page on your menu bar. So let's click on customize over here. And if you want to change the logo, simply click on header and just click on this logo over here. And if you want to learn how you can build this page, it's really simple. This has 3 rows. You just simply drag and drop elements over here and you place it, resize it. It's really simple. We have a video tutorial on that where we explained it thoroughly. You can check that out for more description. But here we just want to change the logo. We can click on change logo and choose another image. Let's say we want to choose this image. Let's select it. All right, so this is now our logo. We can change the width of our logo from here. And if you want to display your logo title as well, you can display it from here, but we only want to display the logo. So that's how you can change the logo of your site as well. All right, now let's click on publish to save our changes and let's close this up. And also we want to copy the URL of this campaign page and display it over here in the menu bar. So let's go ahead and click on edit page. From the right hand side, we're going to choose the slug. Of course, make sure that this is selected, and we are going to click on slug, and then we're going to copy the link of this page. All right, we've copied the link. Now let's close it up, and now let's go back, and now let's save our changes, and let's go back to our WordPress admin dashboard. And then what we want to do is go to our appearance and click on menus, and we're going to choose the main menu from here. And here we want to add a custom link. We're going to paste in the link over here, and we want to add the link text. Let's call it donation, and let's add to menu. All right, so this is over here. Now let's save the menu. And now if we visit the site, we can see that the donation is over here. If people click over here, it's going to lead them to this page. We also want to customize this button and add the donation over here. So let's click on edit page. And from here, what we are going to do is simply select this button, add in the link to this button. And then we are going to customize this text. So let's select it and let's write donate now. Now let's click on save. And let's view the page. And if we click on donate now button, it's going to lead to this page. You can see that it was so easy to do. All right, so we created almost everything. Now let's add some more features to our campaign. So we're going to go to the test site dashboard, and let's actually enable the recurring donation, which is a very important feature. So if we click on add-ons, you can see that recurring donation is over here. We already have this add-on, so we're going to now enable this add-on. So once you have this plugin installed, what you can simply do is go to your forms, click on edit, and then go to build, and then select this special block, which is the donation amounts and levels. And from here, if you see there's a new option, which is the recurring donation. If you enable the recurring donation, your donors will be able to choose either a one-time or monthly donation. They can choose the monthly donation, and you can also add in more, such as weekly, quarterly, yearly. All these options can be included. So we want to only add the monthly and yearly, and by default, the monthly will be selected. And the interval, you can also choose the interval over here. The donation repeats every 2 months. So you can choose the interval from here, and you can also choose the number of donations from here. So the recurring donation is really a handy feature. Now we're going to click on update. And now if we view our campaign, let's visit our site. Let's donate now. And if we click on the donate button, it's going to open up this interface. We're going to click on donate now. And now you can see that the recurring donation feature is enabled. So that's working perfectly. There's one last thing that we need to do. You can see over here it says GiveWP test mode active. So this website is currently under test mode, so we have to disable the test mode. To do that, we can simply click over here, and it's going to take us to the payment gateways section of the settings. From here, we can simply click on disable and click on save changes. Now the test mode has been disabled. You are ready to go. So that is how you can create a fundraising website using GiveWP. If you want a review of GiveWP, we have a video on that. You can find it in the video description. Now we hope that this video was helpful for you. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more helpful videos such as this one. So thank you for watching. See you next time.